Hi everybody, State Representative Ashley Hinson coming to you from the Iowa House Chamber. I've been hearing a lot from constituents that they want to know more about the process of what we do here at the Iowa House and in the Iowa Senate. And we are very transparent in our process. All of our bills, our committees, our agendas, and a lot more information is all on the legislature's website, legis.iowa.gov. What I wanted to do was give you a behind-the-scenes tour so that you could also navigate and use these tools from your own home and use them to be able to ask us questions about the process. So this is what the website looks like when you get to the main page. You can see over here, this is what's happening in the Senate. This is what's happening in the House. We don't gavel in today until 1 o'clock, but you can link to all of these different things along the top, and again here to see the video as it's happening, daily archives, bill archives, which is specific bills as they're being run, and you can see how many people actually watched too. You can also see what we're planning to debate for the day by clicking on this section right here. What I wanted to do is show you how to access more information or to read a bill itself. So I'm going to take you to this section right here. It's kind of a quick navigation section. So you'd click in the box, and then we have several different kinds of bills. House File is what I'm going to show you today, but House File 2397 is a bill that I actually worked on. But you would type in the bill number, and then you would hit go, and it will navigate you right to the actual bill itself. You can look at it here, you can kind of scroll through, see the text of the bill, an explanation of what the bill does. You can also look at it in a PDF if you'd like to save it for later. Over here is the bill history. So this is a bill that passed through the Iowa House already. So you can see the entire history of where it went, and now it's over in the Senate. So it will have to pass the Senate before it has the potential to become a law. But you can track the bill progress that way. And then you can also go down here and see, obviously I was the floor manager for the bill while it was in the Iowa House. You can see who was declared for or against or neutral on the bill. And then you can actually watch the video of the bill being run on the floor. So I'll just quick link you to that. It'll take you to the House video on March 1st, which was last Thursday. And while it loads here, this section will show you the process as well, any amendments that are filed on bills or any changes that happen.
Chair, this bill protects employers from having the criminal history of an employee being used against them in a civil suit brought when it has no direct relationship to the case.
So there you can watch the entire process of a bill being run. You can see amendments that are filed and if they pass or not, and then you can see the final vote counts for any bill as it's passed as well. So that's a really way, and here you can see employee criminal history. This is the bill that was being run right here. An amendment that was filed on it, she withdrew that amendment, and the bill passed 95-1. So that's one tool that you can use to find out more about a bill as it's going through the process. To find out more about the representatives serving in the Iowa House or the senators serving in the Senate, you would go to the main page, legis.iowa.gov, and then go down here to this section called Legislators. Just click on it. It will take you to this page where it's really easy to find out who your legislator is. So I'm going to quick type in here. I'm just going to type in my address so you can see how easy it is, 5180 Elderton Drive. And you can actually use this to pull down your city, but in this case it should find my address, no problem. And it pulls up, obviously, who I am, who my state senator is, and then you can click on my name and it will take you to the bio information. So it will tell you which committees I serve on or any other legislator that you do this for, any councils that we're on, any other boards we've been named to, any bills we have sponsored, amendments we have filed on bills, and then our contact information as well. So you can find out quite a bit about each legislator by doing that right there. Now we're back to the main page again, legis.iowa.gov. I wanted to talk a little bit about the committees that we have here. So you can actually go down here on the meeting schedule and see which committees are scheduled for any given day. So for instance, today I'm on Judiciary, so I will have a 2 o'clock committee meeting today. Some of these other committees, it looks like, have already been canceled for the day, which means they just may not have business to run through their committee today. And then these are all the subcommittees that are happening today. So I know I have a 3:30 subcommittee on this bill that I am chairing, so you can kind of see what the bill is and what time that committee meeting is. Now, to actually find out more about the full committees, you go back up here to the committee tab, just click on that, Then you can see all of the different committees that exist. They are different between each chamber. It's up to the Speaker or the President of the Senate to refer a bill to a specific committee that they think that fits on. But this gives you an idea of all of the different committees and the topics they might consider. So I mentioned Judiciary Committee. Again, if you kind of hovered over, you can see all of the different members of the committee. But if you click on it, you can get information about the meetings and what's happening in those meetings, the bills that are going through, and then the agendas for those meetings. So today's meeting, the 2 o'clock Judiciary Committee meeting, we will be considering these 3 bills, and it actually hyperlinks. So you can actually click on the bill, and it will take you right to the bill. So you can see, again, the bill itself. This looks like a very simple bill. The explanation is short, should be probably non-controversial, but it gives you an idea, and you can actually look at what we are considering through the committee process. Many times, the newspaper or a television station, when they're covering a bill that we're doing here as a story, they might reference Iowa Code. And I wanted to show you how you can actually look up Iowa Code sections. You don't need a giant code book to do it. It's all online. So I wanted to pull up a section of the code that I worked on last year, which is 321.262. So you can just type it in and hit go, and it will take you right to the actual code section. So this is what I would call the steers it clears law that I worked on last year, which basically requires you to move a vehicle out of the road if you can after an accident. And so this is a code section that I worked on last year. So you can look it up, you can see exactly what the laws are, and that's true for any civil law in the state of Iowa or any criminal law. While we're actually in session or in debate, you can watch what we do live here on the website. And how you do that, again, the main webpage, legis.iowa.gov, and then you go right here, House Video, and just click on the hyperlink there that takes you to the live video. So here it says House will convene at 1 o'clock because it's Monday. We gavel in at 1. And then over here you would be able to see all of what we are doing. So any bills that come up, any resolutions that come up, any other business would be documented right here on the right-hand side. So again, it's my intention that you are able to stay informed and updated on the process here. We are trying to be as transparent as possible, and I want to include you in that process. You can also sign up for my newsletter, which goes out once a week during session. You can do that by going to my website at hinsonforhouse.com.